Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Planet Crafter. We are in the moon's update and we are currently on Aqualis. Our drones are working very hard, going off to fetch phosphorus, and we have quite a lot of work to do on this little moon that we have here. There are islands that we haven't even had a look at yet. We've got a fair bit of terraforming to still do, and obviously all over those islands that we haven't been to, there will be resources available. So we're going to get them. Didn't do anything between episodes, except I ordered a whole bunch of drones and they are on their way. They're coming from Humble, a couple of minutes away. And I'll be ordering a lot more stuff. What I think I'm going to do though, if we have a look at the map, there are some eggs down here and I'd like to collect some of those because we haven't seen them before. So that's something else that we're going to do. Yeah, a lot of exploring, a lot of terraforming, generally just lots to do. Let's get stuck in. Right, I did set up a bunch of new boxes just to kind of organize things a little bit. I still need to do a little bit of work on that. I need more resources to get boxes. This one's empty, so it can be broken down. This one's still... oh, this has my food and stuff in it, so I'll leave that there for now, although I do eventually want to get rid of it. And this has a few things that I don't have storages for yet. So the first thing I'm going to do, let's see if we can get... I do have some silk, that's good. And I have super alloy, and I definitely have bio nuggets. Yep, because this is where we get them from. So I'm going to put down a life water collector. Let's just wait for... oh, is it back? No, it's not back yet. And we're getting a storm. Time seems to have gone slowly. Yeah, a minute left before we can pick up these drones. So while the storm is happening, we do have 820 kilotons, and that's important because we are aiming to unlock the Pamelia, which needs 1,000 kilotons. So, yep, we are getting close on the biomass. And that's without having to put in too much effort. So I'm going to let this tick up a little bit. Let's see, what would we need for heaters? We need a lot of rods. We do have quite a few, but I think we could probably get more of them. And also the boom boom powder, which I don't think I have very much of. Yeah, I've only got 3 of them. That would be like 1 heater. I'd probably have to get more. So I will be doing some importing, and I now regret not automating the boom boom boxes. Wait, where is... oh, here we go. It's here. Welcome back, little shuttle. So we'll grab the drones. I've just got 25. I'm not going to build another drone port. When they're not busy, they'll just hover above it. It looks terribly untidy, but, you know, that's how it is. Oh, and before I die, like the last episode... right, so let's get stuff that we can use. And this shuttle is going to be super busy. I'm going to change the planet to Prime because that's where we're going to get everything from. I only have 19 of the boom booms here. Oh, heck, I'm going to just call them explosives. Maybe I'll pick up a few. I don't need that many over there. I can always go back and automate if I need more. So we'll get that many. So that'll give us like 16. And it'll also bring us in some much needed circuit boards. Then up at the rods, we could probably pick up a few of each. That should do it. What else is going to be important? Maybe a little bit of fabric so I can get more silk. We're going to need that. I really hope I didn't turn off the manufacturing on that. It's possible that I did turn off the fabric production. Well, it's not going to matter. I have 70 in stock. Right, that's that for this one. Obviously not the most important stuff. I haven't even looked at the possibility of putting up more tree spreaders. And I'm thinking maybe those big trees, because I think I have what I need to make the really big trees, but I'm not going to put them too close by. Maybe down over there. Yeah, I've got some iron to drop off, so I will drop that off in here and take the drones and drop them off in here. There you go. So now I'm going to head down south. And that is all the way past this little island. And I haven't brought a teleporter with me, so I'm not going to go exploring. But yeah, I do intend to explore with a teleporter, just to make it easier to get full loads back. I don't need the vehicle here because we have a breathable atmosphere now. And I should maybe take a piece of iron as well, just so I can make a platform to land on. And there are clams with goodies. Oh, well, I might as well. Ah, an empty one. Yeah, got some decent stuff. Things that'll help us out a little bit. Ooh, a pulsar. That's nice. And an osmium rod. And there's the frog eggs from this planet, I think. All right, where are we? So I need to head sort of southwest, down in this direction. I'm right over it now. So, get a foundation in, land on it, and let's check the map. Yep, I'm basically right on top of it. And I'll put a water life collector down over here. And I want to set that one to supply everything. I haven't set anything up on the other side yet. So I'll destroy the phytos. Maybe keep a couple of the phyto bees. We do need them. Right, so it's a long way to come to do nothing. Let's pop over here. And there, it looks like there's something coming out of that shell. Is that my stigmatism, or is there like some kind of a beam coming out of the top of that? I don't know, I guess I'll find out. Oh, look what I found. We've got some happy little crabs. Hello, buddy. Let's go and do some petting. Now, I'm assuming that these will then be species 7. Is that right? Let's see if we picked up any. Yeah, there we go. Species 7. Cool. All right, now where's that shell that I was going to? It's this one, right? So what in here was making a glow? Don't know. But we can empty the shells. Yeah, it was just a con. And I found some more frog eggs. A koozie. Very cool. And this is the inside of that really big structure. It's pretty amazing in there. It would be more amazing if everything wasn't green. And I've climbed up to the top of it. And there's some goodies. And we can break down that clam. Yeah, I'm not going to break down all of them necessarily. I'm just wanting to see what else is up here. Oh, it goes all the way to the top, all right. Food and water. There's got to be something at the top of this, right? Just a regular clam with super alloy and some quasar. That's not a bad find. And there are butterflies here already. That's good to see. It means we're progressing well. All right, nothing else I can see here. We need to head back in the direction. So let's do that. I'm going to have to do a more thorough sweep of these islands. But anyway, we've been to this one. And there's some more of our crabby fellas over here. So we'll pick up some more traits. We're going to need those. Oh, this is a cute little guy. Happy. Oh, there are a lot of these crabs around. So I'm going to just do the whole genetic trait thing. And on the way back, I'm just going to go and check this down satellite and see if any items have replenished in there. Just by chance. Nope. I took everything out and it's all gone. But there are clams. Ooh, these are good ones. And there's that fish egg. A tabu, 1500% multiplier. Brilliant. And now I'm full up. Alright, well, not stopping anywhere now. I'm just heading straight back. Okay, so that was the island where we could get silkworms. So I've got a little setup going there. And there's also magnetar that you can pick up off the ground. So that's pretty good. And then those big towering ones over there, I have a setup there as well. And that was for, I think it was the bioplastic I've got up on the end over on that side. Quite a thing to get up there. And I can't remember if I left a teleporter. I think I did, actually. So we can pop over there and have a look. Anyway, we're back and so is the shuttle. So I'm going to do some offloading. And then we can empty our shuttle out. Lots of goodies in there. And now we have a pretty good supply of rods of all types. Oh, I did have a lot of explosives already. All right. Well, now we have more. Oh, and that's right. I wanted to make myself one of those automatic recyclers. So let's pin that recipe. There it is. And I should have what I need here for that. Do I have circuit boards? Where are the circuit boards? Should have been under advanced. No, obviously I don't have circuit boards. So we are going to have to take a couple of these apart anyway. Let's get that done. All right, well, that's 3 of them. So now I've got lots of the powder and the circuit boards. Yep. So we'll pop those in. We don't need the powder now. We also don't need the fabric with us. But I do need a couple of selenium. All right, that's everything I need. And I'm going to put this bit of iron, maybe make that platform a bit bigger. That's good. So we can grab this, give it a turn, and I'll put it off to the back. You can always move these things later. Okay, we have that. I want to put a few more chests up, and I will need some super alloy and the circuit boards. So we'll get another locker there, and then I'll start another row. Let's see, where shall I start it? I'll leave a bit of a walkway. Yeah, I don't want to interfere too much with our teleporter, although it clips through. Quite fun. Let's do this one about there. Alright, this will be bio 1, and I planned that, so yep. Now I can grab more of what I consider bio stuff and pop that in here. We'll organize it so there are like items in the different boxes. This one, let's see, let's make this genetics, just like that. Now we'll go and grab my genetics, and those can just go in there. We'll be making more of those. I don't remember what I did with my fuses. I don't think we have fuses here, but I do need one for quartz. So I'm going to break down some more explosives. And how am I doing on super alloy? I could use some more. So we'll grab a couple of rods. I don't think I need to break any of these down right now. And I'll just come and dump them in just like that. Now I only have 3 pulsars, but I do have a few fusion cells. I could break those down so I can create more power. Let's see what our power situation is like. Yeah, it's not great. Not going to last too long. We do have a circuit board, so I'll get that. And we can come and grab a couple of those. We'll put another one down. We'll make one for... Let's see, what do we... Yeah, the fertilizer. So there's the fertilizer chest, and I'll grab the fertilizers. And I'm going to, I think, mix the explosive powder with those. The boom boom powder. Yep, we're definitely going to need more of that. And then I'm going to need one for mutagen, which we also don't have a lot of, although I think I've got, yeah, I got bacteria in there. Yeah, it's about it, really. Oh, while I'm doing this, let's just set this up. I'm going to set it to, right now it's only demanding bees because we aren't really using them. But I'm thinking that maybe I should have a bee container just for, well, I'll save some. I'll collect them. Not sure why the phosphorus is in here, but it can stay. I'm also going to ask this to demand the different phytoplanktons, and I hopefully will catch some phytoplankton bee in there. And I think we are getting the Atabu fish eggs here, so I'm going to have to set a chest to collect that. Alright, so that's good. I don't need many of them, so I'm going to send them here. So we'll demand those. I think it's those. Yep, I think it is. We'll get a few of those. And we can turn the demand off later if we get too many. But I want to get a few because I want to take them back to Prime. Yeah, there was a second place to get those eggs, but it's basically the same distance, really. There go my little drones to collect stuff from there. Awesome. Oh, good. We have a few circuit boards now and some super alloy. So I'm going to make this one mutagen. This one will be quartz. And I'll dump the mutagens in there. Let's see what I can grab out of here. Yeah, that's about it. Put the quartz in its own box. Very few of those. Right, I do have an abundance of silkworms here that I don't really need. I'll need a few, I think. Not sure if any of the rockets need them, but we'll hold a few. And then I want to get a genetic extractor. So a blue, a pink, and a yellow. Osmium rod. Oh, I don't have T2 mutagen. I got T4 mutagen, but I don't think that matters. And I can get a T3 out of a T4, so let's chuck that in there. Oh, there we go. And all I need now is a circuit board. And there's one in here. So that is great. I will set that up somewhere over on this side. Fantastic. Then we'll do a whole bunch of silkworms. Good. All done. And we'll just shove them into this box. And the spare mutagen will go in there. Alright, now I was thinking about maybe doing an algae farm in here. I don't really know if it's worth it if I can just bring everything in. We do need bacteria. We need tree bark. Yeah. I don't even have a biodome here. Maybe that's the first thing I should do. Get a biodome. And we'll see if I have what we need for that one. Those two fertilizers. Oh, wow. That's it. 2 bacteria samples. Good, a super alloy we've got. And we've got sulfur, so we could actually build that. And then I will need a door for it. I've got a titanium. I'll need a silicon and an iron. And I think the closest I can get those is over here now. Oh, hell. Food. There. Oh, it was water. Oh, no. I thought I drank. Alright, well, I don't die the whole playthrough and then in 2 episodes I die twice. I'm going to have to concentrate a little bit on picking up resources when I find them because you can't put extractors down on this moon. And as a result, I'm not finding any iron. Iron is rare here. You actually use quite a lot of it when you're building a base. Oh, but there are clams around. That's good. And they have useful things in them. Oh, finally I found some iron. Got all of that stuff. And that was the first iron I found. And there's another piece. And more. Some friendlies. Hello. I'm friends with all of them now. I don't think there's much iron left on this little island. And I think I've picked the others pretty clean. Oh, there's another piece. Good. Okay, well, I've hit pay dirt. I've got a whole bunch of iron now. Can't pick any more up. So, head back. Build that biodome. Well, actually, you know what? I don't need a door if it's connected to my facility over here. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, on that side. Right there. That means I just need to move the auto crafter, and I'll put this just for now back to back with these, and we'll be able to get ourselves some tree bark and offload all the basics. Okay, let's see what else we need, because I think we're okay at the moment for rods. We could put up, we have titanium, well, not much, but we have enough that we could put up heaters and drills. Maybe the one thing that we could be missing is stuff for the tree spreaders, particularly trees. So T2 fertilizers would be good, and I can get those from T3 fertilizers. The rest of the stuff we have here, bacteria, maybe I could get some mutagen 2s for that, or mutagen 3s, because they break down into mutagen 2s, which also break down into bacteria. So let's do that mutagen... Wait, hang on. No, was it mutagen... Gosh, I need to go and check again. Yeah, mutagen 4 breaks down into mutagen and mutagen 3. I think mutagen 4 is the one we should be getting. Oh, we've unlocked the Megadome on Selenia. That means that we've passed the 5 TTR mark. Excellent. Okay, so we'll get 12 of the tier 3 fertilizer and fill the rest up with the tier 4 mutagen and launch. And that'll be back in 5 minutes. So right now I'm basically just getting myself kitted up and we're waiting. Oh, wow. I'm going to need to pump up the biomass a bit more. So a good way to do that is with some animals. And we can start with a fish farm if we have all the stuff for it, which I think we might. Let's see. We've got fish. So that's a good start. And they're 1500% multipliers as well. Now we need silk. And where is my fabric? I'll break down a couple of those. I'm just going to let them run through here. Let's see if we've got any Phyto B in here. Yes, we do. I think I'll grab a few of those and just keep them in stock. We will need some plastic, fertilizer 3, and then the silk. Not yet. I've never tested, but maybe this can get sped up with our production fuses. Maybe I should experiment with that. That's all the silk we need, and we can come out. Let's go. I'm going to put animals out here somewhere, so we can have the fish farm over there, loaded up with 3 fish, and that should make it improve. Ooh, is that a piece of iron? No. And maybe that will make a difference. Get us going a little bit quicker. Can't remember what it was before. Anyway, yeah, we'll get to all the optimizers and the rockets soon enough. I am going to collect lava, and there's a lot of lava lying around, so it's free. I'm sure I'll be able to use it for something. Alright, as it happens, I have 3 production multiplier fuses, and I think I have everything else that I need to make the optimizer. So let's go and put it outside and see what happens. And it does not affect that, but it does affect the water. Anything else around here? Yep, the bees and also our biodome. Alright, well, I'll leave it there. Can always use it for something else later if we have to. So yes, confirmed Selenia has maxed out 5 TTR terraformation complete. Awesome. That does mean that we can build this big biodome, the Megadome. Honestly, haven't found a use for it, and it uses power. So I'm not exactly sure what the benefit is. I mean, if there's a benefit, surely it would say what the benefits are here. But it's using energy for something, and I don't know what that something is. Right, let's get another power setup going here. I'm going to need to sort out a couple of those, and I'll just throw them in the box. Actually, yeah, that'll be enough. And then I will need some super alloy, but I do have a bit of room to maneuver. So let's pin our drill and heater and pick up what we need for that. Great. Let's go and put another heater and drill out in our little area over here. So 1 heater over there and a drill. I think I'm going to take it a little bit further back if I can. Although I do kind of like these being hidden. Yeah, I'll just pop it over here somewhere. Yeah, that'll work. So that should give us a little boost. And our oh, that's not our shuttle, but our shuttle is back. Good, we can grab all of that. And then we're going to need to decide what else is really important. And I think we need to start looking at more optimizers and fuses if we're going to push this, especially for the animal side of things. I want to push biomass. So oxygen, plant, insects I could do, although I don't really have any insects. I could make some. Let's sort out our power first. All right, 1 more nuclear fusion reactor. Let's see, where am I going to put it? I'll just pop it over here. Keep them nice and tight. And now we have power. So I've got 3 ecosystems at the moment. Let's start with some fuses. So first on the list will be the oxygen. Then I want some plant. I've only got 1 heat and pressure. I'll have to buy some in. Actually, I'm not going to take them. I'll leave them there. I'll grab 3 animal multipliers. I don't need any growth multipliers, but I could use some insect multipliers because I'm pretty sure I'll put butterflies in somewhere. See if we've got any good butterflies. We've got 2 of those Futuras, and the rest of them really aren't anything to write home about. But I can buy some. I'm definitely going to need some T2 rockets. So I'll grab a bunch of those. That should be enough. And just because I I'm not going to be thinking very far ahead. I'll just get some obsidian. Launch. And I need to eat and drink before stuff happens. So I think a next logical step would probably be to do some bio stuff. So I'll need an incubator, and I'd like to get the DNA manipulator as well. That is good. Oh, we'll need some oxygen. Do I have oxygen somewhere? I do. And I think the last thing that I'm going to need is a tree bark. Which reminds me, I'm not auto-sending these anywhere, so I should probably pick them up when I can. Alright, let's get this done. Right, incubator, we'll put it over there. DNA manipulator, I'll just shove over here. Alright, let's see. We can make this tree, and I have everything that I need to make it. But pointless having the tree if we don't have the tree spreaders, which I'm pretty sure we can make now, so I'll just make one of them. And I think that actually gives me enough to do a tree spreader and one of these trees. So let's plug that in and see what it gives us. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's going to take quite a while for that to happen. I'm going to see where I'm going to put it. I think I'll actually, you know what, I'm going to put it over here. I'll give it a bit of space somewhere there in this gap, and I'll wait for that tree to get ready. Now, what fuses do I have in here? Got oxygen and got plant. All right, good. Yeah, this is why my biomass wasn't doing too badly. Let's see if we can launch. Actually, what rockets do I have? Do I even have a screen to tell me? I don't. So first the compass, and then we can put that screen down. And there you go, orbital information. Right, what do we have? We got a seed spreader. Okay, we got all the basics, and we got 2 T2 plant rockets. Okay, another reason why we're doing well on biomass. So we could definitely do with a seed spreader. More oxygen, because our oxygen is very low. So we will pin that one and unpin the others, and that shouldn't really be a problem. I only have 1 rocket engine. We're going to have to get some of those in. Although we're bringing in the T2s, so we can break down the T2s. Will give us 2 single rocket engines if we really need them. Mutagen, bacteria, tree bark, and a couple of super alloys. And we can get another seed spreader rocket up and launch. Well, that was a bit of an increase. Kind of doubled it. Let's see how our tree is doing. Oh, almost ready. And it's done. Now the biomass, I'm going to need to get some more ecosystems, I think. I do need to get the biomass screen. I think in the meantime, I'm going to break down a few more of these tier 4 mutagens. I just have a feeling I'm going to need them. Anything in here? No. Alright, let's go and put that tree in over here. It's going to be pretty impressive. It's going to overpower everything. So as soon as I can get the Pamelia seeds, I will replace it. Because it doesn't really belong on this planet. It has given us a bit of an extra boost, but I need more ecosystems. So I'll pin the ecosystem and pin that. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, oxygen has improved, but still struggling. Oh, okay, so we're going to get T2. Do we get T2s from the T4s? I think we might. No, we get the T3s. It's the T2s that I need, but we can make that with the mutagen that we get from the T4. Is it the T... No, it is. Hang on. No, it's the T3 that I need. Alright, well, perfect. So in the meantime, I'll collect the other stuff that I need. And I'll do, I think, maybe another 3, if I am able to. Yeah, I'm going to have to break down some T3s. Wait, our shuttle is back. Oh, good. Got some goodies. Alright, I'm not going to order anything immediately. Not from there anyway, but I think I need to get some heat and pressure fuses. I don't have a heck of a lot of tokens left, but one day when I go back to Prime, I'll sort that out. Let's get 3 heat and 3 pressure. That will do for now. And I'm just going to store the fuses away for now. Alright, let's go see how we are doing out here. Okay, I'm getting a lot of stuff. Oh, it is the T2s that I needed. So I need 3 T2s. And the T2s need the mutagen, common lava, and honey. Not, well, honey is no problem. Need 3 more common lava. And then I should be able to make 3 of these. Ah, wait a minute. Can't make them from here. And I don't have a biolab. I need to leave these things in the box, I think. There they go. Okay, good. Done with those. Put the rest of the mutagen back. And then 3 fertilizer tier 2s, which will be outside in the box soon. And we have them. Gosh, a storm again. Let's go and put these ecosystems down. Oh, I didn't pick up water. That was what I was missing. And I should probably drink some while I'm thinking about it. And there's another and another. Good. That should get our biomass jumping a little. Yeah, it's a bit of an increase. It is going up a bit faster. Let's try and make that even faster. I have the plant fuses. So I just have to pick up the stuff for an optimizer, and then we can go and improve that. Let's see, we're at 31 million now. So 1 optimizer and 3 plant fuses, and they are hitting all the right spots. And now we're up to 61 million. Yep, that's a pretty good improvement. Oxygen, still terrible. Definitely need more tree spreaders. And for that we need more plants, and I don't really want to plant any more trees until we've got the Pamelia, because, I mean, those fit in this area so nicely. I feel like those redwood trees, and the Pamelia is the same as the redwood tree in terms of oxygen supply. These, the redwood trees are going to be, they're going to be way overpowering. So we could do a little bit with some frogs. We have frog eggs, right? Yes, we do. We got 2. Let's have a look at what we need for that. Shouldn't be too difficult. I will have to break down some more of these and then break them down again when they come out. You know, I'm thinking it's almost worthwhile getting an algae generator. Maybe I'll do that. So I'm going to break down a T2 with those. Gonna need some plastic, super alloy, and a bit of magnesium. And I'll just keep breaking down the T2 so I can get some T1s in the meantime. If we look at the map, there is sulfur somewhere. I think it's up here. Yeah, there it is. Now, it's super far away, but if we were to get algae and then also grow some eggplants, we could actually make fertilizer. I'm tempted. It'll save us having to break down stuff, but I really didn't want to make too much production here. That is one thing, however, that will make life easier. So let me get an algae gen set up right around here. Yes, I'm thinking, why is that glowing? Okay, I stopped it from glowing. If I can get some sulfur over here, and I would need a harvester for that, and the harvester needs some quasar. I don't know how much quasar I have. I've only got 1, so maybe I'll bring some quasar over. I'm not going to send it yet because I'm not in a hurry for that, and I might want some other stuff, but I'm going to put it in here just as a reminder, and then we'll set up a little sulfur box. Yeah, I'm going to have to go farming for iron somewhere. Anyway, what was it that I was doing? Oh, right. I needed 2 more of these and some common lava. And I need to empty my pinned list because it's getting in the way now. And then I'm going to head over to this area where we already have animals and put down 2 amphibian farms. Why could I only get 1? Was it the water again? Yep. Put those down, get the eggs in. And now, I think an animal multiplier fuse will do well here. How are we doing? 915. Wait, I did bring the animal multipliers. Good. Right, 1 more optimizer then. Now remember, we're at 61 million there. See if this makes a difference. Pull this up, make sure that it's hitting all the right spots. It is. And now we are up to... Huh, look at that. It didn't make a difference. It's very strange. Very, very strange. Let's see what I need for this biomass screen. Let's see if I've got the stuff for it. And I do. Let's put that up and see what's going on. Right there. Okay, so animals, not very much. I mean, that hardly did anything. I was almost sure that the fish that we used were good ones. Yeah, that's very good. It's the frogs that aren't doing anything. Yeah, very, very little. And of course, we don't have an animal rocket up yet. Maybe we can sort that out. Or do we? No, I got insect spreader, but I don't have an animal rocket. Good, let's go and pin the recipe for it. Now, that should be pretty easy to do. Maybe I'll even do 2. It does mean that I'll have to break down a T2 rocket, but that's no problem. I've got the T4 mutagen. We're going to do 2 of these. Right, let's get rid of the ones we don't want. I think I need to get rid of 3 more basic things. If I do 3 more bees, then I'm not really using up the things that I want to keep. So that's done, and just for the sake of speed, we'll break down this. So there's my 2 rockets and a bunch of other stuff. Time to launch the animal rockets and make a dent. So that's 1 and 2. So we were at 61 million. Let's see what that did. 80 million. Okay, that's better. And animals are up to 19 million. Much better. And now we are zipping up the biomass. But I'm going to leave that to run, and I'm going to... Let's see, what can we boost? What fuses did I bring with? I brought some oxygen, so that I will take. The insects, well, there's no point in putting that up yet, since I don't have anything that is doing insects, except maybe the farm is doing some, but it's pathetic, and yeah, the beehive does a bit. It's also not very good. We'll get some of the good butterflies. We can buy some good ones. But I have what I need for an oxygen multiplier, so we'll just go and swing it over here. I think I should move the other oxygen multiplier over in between and see if that makes any difference. So that's those, and it is affecting that, and I don't know if it's affecting anything else. Probably not. I'd like to see if this is impacting... Oh, it is. It's affecting the tree spreaders. So it's... yeah, I'll leave it here. It's fine. But I'm going to move the oxygen one away from here because I don't want that affecting these. So we'll put that with this one right there, and those are in. Let's go see what a difference that made. I think we were at 9 million and now we're at 14. It's not a great difference, but we will improve that very shortly because we are approaching that 1,000 kiloton mark. I'm going to make a couple of T2 fertilizers. Yeah, that should be enough. And then some rare lava. And I need some fertilizer, which I don't have. Some normal fertilizer. Hey, algae is starting to grow. That's a good thing. Yeah, we're starting to run out of T3 fertilizer. So I will have to order some more of that. I'll pop it in here to remind myself. As usual, not going to launch just yet. Let's see what we need for the butterfly farm. This one. Right, I might be able to manage that. So I've got the fabric and the silk. Good. Got one of those and the plastic. I'm running out of zeolite, so I'm going to have to find a place for that or make it. And then a fertilizer. Cool. I'm just going to put this out over here. And then we'll go... Ah, very nice. And we'll go and make some butterflies. Right, so we need a T2, a rare, and a fertilizer, and we can get started with that one while the other fertilizers are getting ready. Okay, we have another fertilizer. Let's hop in here. We got the butterfly. We can shove these in and get that started. I mean, I do have a T2 insect spreader rocket, so I think it's probably worthwhile getting the butterfly sorted out. So I'll shove this one in here. That's at least one, and then I can get another optimizer, and we can put it down right next to it. Oh yes, the fuses. And we have, there we go, 3 insect spreader, and they're affecting all of those. Don't know if it's going to make a massive difference. Oh, in fact it did. Not too bad. We're almost at the 1,000 mark. And I've only got one butterfly in there, so let's see what happens when we put another one in. And we'll get that one going. And these are both the red ones. Not the ones I wanted, but they're fine. I don't feel like breaking them down and redoing it. On a schedule here. Any difference? Yes. Yeah, it gave us another 5 million, so that's not bad. And another red one. Oh well. I wanted the blue one. I think they give 1,200. These only give 1,000. Oops. So pop that in. And that should give us another 10 million odd. 5 million, I mean. No, it didn't. Oh, wait, hang on. Looking at the wrong thing. No. Yeah, it was about 4 million. But that's good. We've got a good boost there, and we are very close to unlocking the Pamelia. Now, I'm not sure what else I'm going to order. Now, these are the urgent things for right now. I'm kind of keen on getting more fusion cells, because we're going to need a bit of quartz. I don't have much, and I want to go and do exploring and also the sulfur place. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm going to launch that one. I'll need teleporters for that. But we should be really close to 1,000 now. We should be pretty close to 1,000 by now. Oh yeah, well, actually we're right there. Got it. Excellent. Now I can see what the heck that is made of. There it is. And it's not too bad. Although squash could be a bit of a problem. Am I going to have to do another farm? Let's pin that. Just to confirm, they are both 1,300 multipliers. Excellent. Do I have any squash? None in there. I have one. That'll have to do. So let's make ourselves one Pamelia tree and research. It's going to take a while. These DNA manipulators are way slower than the incubators. I believe I bought some fuses. There you go. I can do some heat and pressure. And I'm running out of uranium rods now. And the explosive powder too. And also obsidian. I need one more obsidian and one more powder. I think I can get that obsidian by breaking down a fusion cell. Right, there's a whole bunch of stuff to break down. Let's chuck those all in there. I have enough to build at least one, so which one's the lower? Pressure. Let's go and put another pressure fuse in. Right, so I think I'm going to just pop it down over here, and this will be pressure. And I'm going to move the other pressure one that we've got over here over that way. So we'll take that out, break this down, and move it over. And pop the fuses in. So that's working. And they are still affecting the heaters, but I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, good. We've got the explosive powder. Just waiting for that fusion cell to break down. How are we doing with our tree? Oh, almost there. Ah, familiar tree, done. Am I still waiting? I am still waiting, so I will go and replace those trees because they are terribly out of place here. They're going to get like double the height of that, so just not the right tree for this area. I can find where I put it, and I'm going to switch it out with those. And that will make me feel much better. And then I can make a few more of them if I get some squash over. Although if I break down fertilizers, I get squash. T2, I believe. Yes. Wait, I should have squash. Yes, I do. Oh, there we go. I'm running a little short of the fertilizer though. Yep, I'll put another one on and we'll be ready with that. And we can research that. Good. Okay, so we're going to get another one. We'll do a few more of those. It'll give us an extra boost to oxygen eventually. And we do have the obsidian, so I can go and put another heat optimizer down right next to the other one. And fuses are in. So that is a solid start on Aqualis. We are moving up. Oxygen needs a fairly strong boost, so I'm going to have to get stuff to make sure that I can put down some more tree spreaders. I've only got the 2. We'll have to do rockets. We'll have to go and get that sulfur so that we can make more fertilizer. I might do some manufacturing here. Small manufacturing so that I don't have to ship a lot of stuff in. And we're going to have to make this place look a little bit better. I mean, it's such a beautiful environment and we have no windows here. An absolute travesty. So we'll tackle that in the next episode. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Give me your comments. Let me know your thoughts and ideas. And if you have any tips that you think might benefit, that would be great. Oh, I'm sure that I picked these up before, but I'll pick them up again. And I'm quite surprised I'm not seeing any naturally occurring animals on my little island because I'm pretty sure I saw them here before. That's fine. We'll put our own down. And I'll keep collecting lava because, yeah, it's important. So thank you very much for joining me. And until the next time, cheers.